Hello, pessoal! Sejam todos muito bem-vindos à nossa última aula dessa série de aulas de inglês sobre o espaço. E a nossa aula de hoje tem um nível um pouco mais avançado, mas se você não está nesse nível ainda, calma, relaxa, respira e ouve o que você conseguir. Tenta pegar o máximo de informações que você puder. Depois você pode parar e pausando, pesquisando as coisas, dá para aprender, tá bom? Então eu espero que vocês curtam bastante e roda a vinheta. All right, so today we're gonna talk about the universe, the entire universe. So let's start the topic. First, we're gonna read a text about the universe, all right? So, the universe is all of space and time and their contents, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy. The Big Bang Theory is the prevailing cosmological description of the development of the universe. According to this theory, space and time emerged together around 13.7 billion years ago, and the universe has been expanding ever since the Big Bang. While the spatial size of the entire universe is unknown, it is possible to measure the size of the observable universe, which is approximately 93 billion light years in diameter at the present day. Why at the present day? Because it's still expanding, all right? So now let's explore the text. The universe is all of space and time and their contents. Okay, so we are talking about space and time, including planets, stars, galaxy, and all other forms of matter. What is matter? Matter is everything that exists. Solids, gases, liquids, all right? Everything that exists. And energy. The Big Bang Theory is the prevailing, is the one that is winning, like is the most believed. Okay, cosmological description of the development of the universe. According to this theory, space and time emerged, came to existence, came to be seen, all right, together around 13.7 billion years ago, and the universe has been expanding ever since. Okay, so it means that according to this theory, okay, space and time showed up together, were created together with this Big Bang, all right, around 13.7 billion years ago. And after that, the universe never stopped expanding. It still is expanding. Okay, while the spatial size of the entire universe is unknown, it is possible to measure the size of the observable universe, which is approximately 93 billion light years in diameter at the present day. As I said, at the present day, because it is still expanding. All right? Okay, so now let's pay attention to these words here. Let's match them with their definitions. First, repeat with me. Content, matter, to prevail, to emerge, to expand, ever since, entire, unknown. Now you know the drill. Please pause the video to do the exercise because I'm going to start correcting it right now. So let's read the definitions and then let's match with the words. To enlarge. Which of these terms here do you understand that it means to enlarge? To expand, letter E, to expand, very good. Now, to gain influence and acceptance through discussion. To prevail, all right. To come into view, to come to existence, to come into view. To prevail. What there is in something. For example, what there is in a cup, what there is in a pot, what there is in a bowl. The contents, very good. What there is in a book. All right. Okay. Since that day. Ever since. The whole. Entire. The physical part of the universe consisting of solids, liquids, and gases. Matter. Something occult. Unknown. Very good. Now we have another exercise, which is a text, okay, that we are going to read and complete with these words here, okay? But first, let's read them and repeat. Equally, despite, started out, outward, and tiny. All right, guys. Equally is an adverb, okay, and it means that that something is done in the same way, okay, in the same way. Despite means like in contrary to expectations, okay, in a contrary form. To start out, okay, means to begin to move, something begin to happen, begin to exist. Outward is in direction to outside, okay, in the direction to outside. Inward is in direction to inside, and outward is in direction to outside. And tiny is something very, very, very small. All right, so again, equally, despite, started out, outward, and tiny. Okay, so now let's read the text and try to complete the text. You know the drill. Pause the video, try to understand where to put each of the words, and then you play the video again because I'm going to start correcting it right now. So, the universe, in fact, has no center because it's expanding and we don't know what that is exactly, right? We think there might be the possibility of existing a center, but there is no way to know because we don't know where the universe ends or if there is an end to the universe. So it's impossible to know where the center is when you don't know where it ends. Ever since the Big Bang, 13.7 billion years ago, the universe has been expanding. But, its name, the Big Bang wasn't an explosion. But despite its name, the Big Bang wasn't an explosion that burst from a central point of detonation. That burst started out from a central point of detonation. No. Started out is here. Burst outward, that burst outward from a central point of detonation here. Because here it's saying that the universe started out extremely compact. Okay? And tiny. Then every point of the universe expanded equally, and that continues today. And so, without any point of origin, the universe has no center. All right? No non-center. All right? Okay, guys. But I want you to pay attention that everything we know about the universe, the size of the universe, are only estimates because we can't know for sure, right? We can't know the history of the universe from places very distant from Earth that we may never reach, okay? It's impossible to know that for sure. But we have estimates because we have some things we can observe from what happened since the point we started observing the universe to now. So you can try to understand the progress this way. All right? But now I want you to see some interesting facts. The universe is 13.7 billion years old, but if you think that is amazing, perhaps equally remarkable, equally interesting, is the fact that we know this to better than 1% precision. All right, it means we don't know. We just think. Okay, so the galaxies are rushing away from each other and increasing rates. The galaxies, they are moving all the time. Sometimes they collide and become one and only galaxy, for example. A black hole is created when big stars explode. Its gravitational force is so strong that nothing can escape from it. Luckily, the closest black hole is about 10,000 light years from Earth. When we say light years, guys, imagine that it's the distance that the light can travel. So 1 light year is like, in 1 year, the light travels, okay, the distance of 1 light year. For example, the sun is one astronomical unit from the Earth, right? The light of the sun takes 8 minutes. Takes 8 minutes to get to the sun. So imagine if the sun stopped existing right now, we would only know 8 minutes from now. Okay, and it's a very big distance. When we talk about 1 light year, we're talking about the distance that the light can travel for 1 entire year. All right, so it's very distant. Space is completely silent. There is no atmosphere in space, which means that sound has no medium or way to travel to be heard. All right, knowing these facts, now let's talk about a little grammar. We're going to see some phrasal verbs today. Let's remember what a phrasal verb is. A phrasal verb, okay, phrasal verbs are verbs formed by a verb plus normally a preposition, but sometimes other particles, okay, together. They have their own meaning. It means that they can mean completely different than what the verbs in them mean, because they are formed by a verb and a preposition or other particles, but they form together a different verb that not always, almost never actually, okay, rarely means something that is the same of the main particle, the verb of the phrasal verb. All right? Some phrasal verbs don't require objects. For example, the plane took off. The plane took off at 5 p.m. I don't have an object here, okay? The plane took off is a complete phrase. Some are separable by an object. Some of them I can separate. For example, turn up, turn on, turn down. I can separate them into different parts, or I can use them together. For example, turn up, turn the TV up. I separated the phrasal verb turn up with the object in the middle here. So turn the TV up. Or I can also say turn up the TV. But I have to pay attention when I'm using the object pronouns. Because when I'm using object pronouns, I cannot not separate it. All right? So I can't say turn up it. I have to say turn it up. Or turn up the TV. Okay? Some phrasal verbs are not separable. For example, look for. You can't say I'm looking a chance for. No, I'm looking for a chance. Okay? And some have more than 2 words. Have 3 words. And these are always inseparable. Okay? For example, Cheryl came up with. To come up with is to make up something, to have one idea, to have something like, to appear with an idea, with a new idea, all right? So Sharon came up with the best idea ever. You cannot separate this phrasal verbs. All right? I hope you have enjoyed this class. I hope you have enjoyed this series. I see you in our next series that's going to start soon, all right? So, bye-bye. Don't be a stranger.